Welcome to the channel. I'm excited to have you guys here today with me. It's been a good amount of time that we have been able to hang out with you guys. So it's been kind of nice to come back and do some visiting, do some comic book creating. Basically, I felt like I was like actually on here way more doing live videos, and I kind of felt like maybe I was doing too many live videos and not enough the other ones, and I just didn't want to like overdo it, you know? So I thought, I'm just gonna like just chill out, not do a tons of live videos. Um, but I've been missing you guys. I've been missing the funness. So we're gonna do it. One thing I want to say here is what we're going to do today. So what we got going on today is, if you guys recall, and if you go to my Patreon, you can see the comic, the finished comic. It's called Boaz, The Long Road. It's a kind of sci-fi, fantasy, alien world, heavy metal-esque kind of story. And what I have here is the first issue proper, okay? And hang on, I'm going to move my camera just a little bit right here. 1 second. Okay. So I can see what's going on here. So what we got here are these 28 pages, all planned out. I have a full script, and then I went in and I made these little, 2x3 thumbnails. Okay. I did these with little like non-repo blue that I have and some markers. This is all finished. Now, the cool trick, what I'm doing, which I'm kind of really excited about, is I'm now moving this to a large, big bad mama 18. So this 18, sorry, I said by 36, I meant 24. 18 by 24 paper. So what's cool about this is now I'm working really big, and I have a lot of room for kind of gestural flavor, and really kind of build out this kind of gestural look to the comic book. And I'll actually walk you through this right now. I've done 20 of the pages. Tonight we're going to do the other 8, and we'll be done. So, and then of course, so the next step will be scanning this in, and then we'll do the inks on digitally on this antique. So we're doing first the thumbnails, plan out the whole story, the whole comic, right? Thumbnails, then large gestural drawings, kind of rough pencils, scan it in, ink it digitally, color digitally. I'm kind of just playing with this different workflow. I feel like in some ways it's quicker, and for me it's all about speed. So I want to go quicker. I want to have a little bit more looser look to it and feel to it, give it a little bit more of that kind of expressionistic kind of flavor. So that's what I'm doing, okay? So why don't I just like thumb through the first 20 pages, you guys can check it out, and then we'll do some work, okay? How's that sound to you? Yeah? Okay. And if you are on the channel, you can comment and all that rigmarole. Okay, so here we go. Let me move my light just a little bit so you can see. It's a little flashy. Okay. So page 1, alien ship coming down. It's crashing. We'll have all the dialogue, of course, is like much later. Inside the ship, they're coming down here, and as far as what I'm using, you might be like, well, what are you using to draw on this big large paper? So this is like normal sketch paper, and I'll show you. It's called those of you who are into gear might want to know. This is the Biggie Junior. It's just Canson sketch. 50-pound weight, 18 by 24. So 2 feet by 3 by 2 feet by 3. Hang on, no, 1.5 foot by 2 feet. So it's pretty good size, right? So as far as dimensions go, like a normal comic book page would be on something like this, right? Let me pull out this one. So here's a normal comic book page, right? This is a page of Promethea. So a normal comic book page is 11 by 17. The active variant 10 by 15. This is bigger. This is 18 by 24. Active is, I don't know what this is, but much bigger. And basically the idea is go big or go home. Honestly, you know what the impetus to this was? I just had all this big paper. And I was like, well, what am I going to do with all this big paper? So I figured, well, let's just come up with a reason for it and let's use it. And so I thought we'll do that. Now, as far as my writing implements, I'm using a graphite, big old piece of graphite. This is like a 9B. I'm using my Calco SketchUp. This is a 5.6 millimeter, so kind of a big guy. This is a 6B. And then I love these little Mitsubishi pencils. This is a 4B, and I kind of long point sharpen it. So those are the three like writing things I use to do this kind of loose done. Okay. By the way, long point just looks like this. It's just like a really long point. Okay. Spaceship coming in, crashing. This is them. This is like, I'll have to draw some kind of land here so they kind of can see maybe some rocks too, right? And you know, I've also noticed too that it helps me to draw standing up. Just get a little more energy. Kind of knows that's kind of an interesting thing. Okay. My light should be on the other side, but it isn't, so we're going to deal with that. This was just like some kind of automatic drawing I was doing, just kind of like warm up. Okay, here's page 2. They're coming in. Oh, big boulders. Gonna go through that. Crash, right? This is actually, that looks kind of cool. Crash, and then now they're from the wreckage. They're walking outside the wreckage. Okay, so far so good. Kind of intelligible. Splash page. Them overlooking this kind of city in the distance. This little village that's under the shadow of this structure, and we're gonna make it look like it's a derelict spaceship that crash landed eons ago, and then out of the carnage of that ship, like a fungus, grows this little village. This is them walking through the village. Some of the ideas of this story is I thought about, the whole concept, the conceit of this is like Dune meets, Lone Wolf and Cub. Let's just say that, right? Lone Wolf and Cub, one of my favorite books. Dune, one of my favorite books. I want to do like a Mobius style, heavy metal story. So it's got that Dune desert look, but I want this Lone Wolf and Cub where there's these assassins and they're kind of going to places, they're trying to uncover things, right? So that's the conceit. So in this particular comic, this 28-page story, it's like Yojimbo. Okay, the idea was, let me think about Yojimbo. Let me think of that story. There's these two factions, right? These two families that are kind of like struggling. And what are they struggling about, or what's the conceit? Well, the assassin character, the Yojimbo, he, the Ronin, tries to serve both of them and kind of gets caught up in this kind of web. So that's the concept behind this. They walk in through. We see like the natives or locals are kind of like eyeballing them. We see them kind of walk through the town. We're going to work on some of this. They see like an inn. They enter the inn. Okay. Three main characters, Kai, Gala, and Elok. Those are kind of like the guys. Okay. And now we have establishing shot of the inn, them sitting down at this table with the barkeep, them looking out the window, and they see this kind of domestic fight, battle, or little parents are beating on this daughter outside. We go outside with them. She's getting whipped. This adult daughter's getting beat on by these parents. We don't know why. And the mom's beating him, so a little bit of that. We'll have some dialogue, of course. We'll explain all that. I'm really liking it. I really had fun. I did in one day. I did like about 20 pages. I just like banged through these because again, you can tell they're very gestural. So a lot of the stuff is talking heads, right? So this kind of stuff, you kind of bang this out pretty quick. And I feel like when I scan this in, you guys, in the computer, and I go into working on it, I think I could pretty much go to inks really easily. Like I don't really need to trim some of this up. Some of these things I will have to go over again, like this. I'm gonna have to go over this again. But this stuff here, I can just ink right on top of that. I don't even need to deal with it. So if I'm doing it myself, I don't need to worry about, getting too much detail. So now we have more talking heads. They're still at the end. A nice little like close up, another close up. Oh, they're leaving the bar. So we got to put something there. We might have to do like a, so we know that they're leaving. Two of them leave. Okay. We'll have to play with that some more. I don't think my paper's broke here. Okay. We got to work on this little city. They're walking. They have a little conversation. We're talking heads. And I'm pretty faithful to this. I'm like really faithful to this. I worked out all my problems in theory. Go in here. Now, I reserve the right to at any time like change it, right? So I might very well decide to, totally change these panels in these scenes, but for now, that's what we're gonna do. He's still at the that neck doesn't work. Gotta fix that neck. He's still at the inn. In comes this new character who's called Kuti, and he is gonna start talking some stuff. They have a conversation. So this one's really loose. Oh, lost some papers. This one's really loose. So we're gonna have to go back and fix a little bit of that. So I might have to, before I scan, go back a couple of these. Move these this way. Might be a little bit easier for me. This is now Kai is kind of investigating, looking out for this, finds this little couple, and there's a little conflict here. He's like, what's that all about? Well, the lovers, the reason why that girl was getting beat is because she was to be married to a man, and then it turned out was being unfaithful to them. Yeah. And that's why she was getting beat, because she caused dishonor to the family. I'm getting these papers out of here. Hang on. Darn it. And so he finds this out. He finds out about the shadiness that she's doing, and so that becomes an issue. They go back to the inn. They kind of have a powwow. They discuss their plans. Like, wait a minute. I just got hired to kill this girl. I just got hired to protect this girl. What are we going to do? Well, we have to come up with a plan, right? So they thinking of some idea. I actually like that a lot. They're chatting. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's going to go outside. I kind of like that too. He goes outside to the night air, out this little like balcony, and then some people see him. Okay, that's Kuti. And he goes up to the top. Kuti's like, bring in the dude. See, I think that's totally fine. That, I can just ink that right off, right? Some of these I can't. I probably can't ink that right off. I can ink this. I can ink that. So it's kind of nice just to go straight, really big and large. I'm really enjoying this plan. If I can pull this whole comic off in this style, I think we're going to do it. This might be my new methodology. And Mind you, it will save money because this paper is way cheaper than 11 by 17 Bristol. How you doing, everybody? Thanks for watching. This is The Art of Comics. I'm Andres Salazar, comic book writer and creator, and I'm talking about the comic book that I'm working on called Boaz, science fiction, Dune meets Lone Wolf and Cub, and I'm actually starting a new kind of different technique. I'm losing people as I talk. It's like, bye, dude, now that you told me about it. And so I'm talking about starting out your comic with tiny thumbnails, then going super big, really doing gestural stuff, and then going from there to a more detailed thing digitally. So just kind of, you really can't be very gestural when you're working with your Cintiq. Well, your Cintiq maybe, but not your iPad or something. You really need a lot of arm room. You need a lot of like movement. And so the whole idea of this is to, really be gestural, really be kind of expressive, and use this to then go in and get down to the nitty gritty. So that's the concept. Okay, Enoch talks to the father of the son who's dishonored. They have a conversation. We see this guy. Actually, it's not kind of nice. Some of this I can just ink. And then they have a little talking heads action. They're like, uh-oh, you're busted. Bum, bum, bum. Now we have a little bit of action. Kai's on the lookout for that boy who's skipping town. So he's going to skip town. He confronts him. He's like, I got a plan for you and your girlfriend. We got to get you out of Dodge because your daddy's going to try to kill her. And he's like, no. Page 19. Now we have Gayla is going to go to the assassin and get ready to take the hit. And they go into this cave, which has this like energy source that is like a disposal system in a way for this alien vessel. They don't really understand the technology, but this is going to be like this glowing ball of energy that's in this pit in the bottom of the spaceship, and that's where this is like the culminating moment, right? We're on page 20 of 28 pages. This is the third act. This is the last moment. This is where we got to have the fisticuffs. So now here we are. We've got Kai, we've got Gayla, we've got Enoch, we've got Cootie, we've got Fella, we've got all the different characters, and they're all here. This moment. This is the climax. This is it. This is where everything's happening, right? Boom. Everybody with me? You guys with me? Comment if you're with me. Okay, and now let's do the comic. So now we're going to do the last 8 pages. And as I said, it's all right here, ready to go. So this is done. I'm on page 21. And we'll do 21 through 28. And we'll just do that right now. And then I'll, again, probably take a day or two to kind of like clean up a few panels. And then I'll scan these mamas. And then after I scan them, we'll just digitally get going. There we go. Okay, so let's do it, shall we? This is interesting. Maybe I'll keep my camera right there, although I worry about my big noggin in the way. So let me know if my noggin is totally in the way, and I worry that it is. Okay. With my big receding, my big bald spot that I'm getting over the last like year and a half that I really don't want to talk about. But maybe the best thing to do when something bothers you, you talk about it and you own it. You're like, you know what? I own this, damn it. That said, you don't want to see it either, so maybe I'll have to change my camera. So, give me 1 second. I'm playing some punk music, so I'm going to put on my punk music. No one's talking to me, so until you guys ask me some questions, I'm going to listen to some punk, and I'm going to work on this. Okay? So, okay, here we go. Let's do this. Yeah, dude. Okay, so here's what we got. Divided by 3, but I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. So we're going to divide this right here. Again, I don't mind if it's a little gestural. My my microphone. Apologize just now, everybody. Okay. I'm going to scoot this up a little bit so you guys can see, and not necessarily see my big noggin. Okay. Where are we? We're on this one. Is that going to be big enough? Yeah, it's big enough. And then see this right down the middle? Right in the middle. This one. Okay. Let's do it, everybody. Playa. Let's do this, playa. Okay. Hang on. I still want to. Okay. What do we got? We got this little guy here who's like, no. I'm going to change this in the hair. Okay, can you guys still see good? Actually, I think the camera's actually not bad at all. It's a little bit. Okay. Wait a minute, this is Togo, right? Yeah, this is Togo, so I gotta remember what he's wearing. He's wearing this little thing here. Now you might be like, dude, this sucks. And you know what? That's okay. The whole point is just to be really like loose and gestural, so I'm not really worried too much about like rendering this great, right? I just want to get these like let me think about this. I'm like, nah, maybe we'll put fists up. Maybe we'll do some fists. We can always do it and change it, right? It's in pencil. There's no like do that right there. Just a little maybe something like that. I got fun. What the hell am I listening to? I started listening to like punk, but it's kind of weird. It's like, I don't know what the hell this is. Let me look it up. Okay, hang on. I need to know what I'm listening to, or else it's gonna be weirding me out. Contort Yourself by James Chance. Okay. Okay, so that's that. Next panel, we got this. Oh yeah, this is kind of fun. This is gonna be like Cootie, who's let's see here. Something like this. But I want to put. There's a little section here where I was like, I really wanted to. Darn it! Sorry. F it. Okay. Okay. Okay, we gotta flip this up a little bit because if we're gonna do this, we're gonna. Okay, something like that. But then I want to put. There. Okay. And then here, this is going to be the big like thing. So, didn't I draw out this actually? I drew out this like shot on another piece of paper. I wanted to really nail it. Aha! Aha! Ha, ha, ha. Here it is. Oh, mama. Okay, this is what I wanted. This is what I wanted. I wanted this here. So we're gonna do that. Okay, let me just see if I can pull this off. I should be able to pull it. I mean, I pulled it off tiny. So this is what we're gonna try to do. We're gonna replicate that on this big sub. Oh, there you can pull it on. Okay. And then I kind of wanted to put though. I wanted to put like. This is the drawing the viscera, drawing all the gross, the nasties. But that's kind of fun though, right? Little chips of different body parts and stuff. I appreciate you guys watching. It's kind of fun. Hey, Aljex. Oh, this is awesome. I'm trying to do. Hang on. I'm trying to do my own comics. So this is incredibly helpful. Thanks so much, man. Alex, I appreciate you coming over and saying hi to me, dude. You're awesome. Thanks for watching. I'm basically. Did you watch the beginning? I don't know if you watched the beginning, but I'll just do a quick recap in case you didn't. I used after I wrote out my. Oh, Alex. Okay, there you go. Easy. After I wrote my script, I drew out in little thumbnails the whole comic in this format. I worked out all my compositions and panel layouts. And then now I've decided to then now use this large sketch paper. So I'm going from little thumbnails to this 18 by 24 large paper, which is not the normal standard paper you would use for a comic, but I'm kind of going a little wild. And I decided I'd use this just as a way to kind of do some gestural drawing and kind of really be loose, you know, really kind of be loose with the artwork. And then what I'll do, Alex, is I'll scan these big pages into the computer, and that's where I'll do kind of the more finished ink work. But by doing it big like this, I feel like I could just have a little bit more experimentation. I have a little more space to kind of like play with stuff. And I don't know, I'm kind of having fun with this. And in a way, while it is a bigger, I feel like I might be able to do this faster because I'm just really like kind of like letting loose a little bit here. And then if I want, you know, when I digitally ink it, I can decide to keep all this or not, you know. So I'm kind of excited about this. I'm just really kind of experimenting. So you're here as I play with it. So thanks for kicking it with us here today and on the Art of Comics. Feel free to subscribe. If you want to read this comic, that's actually I already have like a bunch of pages already done. You can check out the Patreon, and a lot of that's free too. You don't even need to pay for it, but if you pay $1, you can get it all. That's how we hook you. Okay. Okay, so that's good enough for now. I mean, I think it's actually good enough to where I could probably just go and ink right after this. I don't need anything else. Oh, Joy Division just came on. I'm at the stage of okay, hang on. I'm at this stage. I'm actually, and I'm about to pencil and paper too. Do you get new ideas as you do this rough version? I'm happy to follow along. Yeah, I do. So I try to be really deliberate with my script and really work everything out on paper. And then I, here's where I'm kind of working on all my problems. So I'm pretty like set to using this. But that said, I just had this idea of like including this character. So I want this character in here. So I am like evolving this as it goes. But this is the, we'll say, foundation of what I'm going to do. And then as I draw and I'm trying to be like really gestural, I might change things. So I might very well like change positions or change something that looks better, So that's the idea. Okay, and now we have like reaction shots basically. So we'll just let me bring the camera down a little bit so you can see this last panel that I'm gonna do. Sorry, my speaker. Okay. So what do we got here? Let me think. Who should we do this? Who should be reacting? It should be Tog. This should be the Cootie family here. This should be the fella. So I'll do that. Okay, so we'll do the Cooties would be him. Again, I'm not really worried about like rendering this. I just am like want to just get some shapes down here, and we'll do all this later. The idea is just to kind of be gestural and like. We'll just kind of work on this here a little bit. Okay. Hey, man. You're so awesome. I used a drawing pad tab after you. Dude, thank you so much, Alex, for throwing down $5. You break my heart, dude. You like give me lots of love. Thank you so much. I'm here for you now. Yeah. Do you use a drawing pad or tablet after you scan it? So what I'm gonna do once I scan it, I'm gonna use this guy right here, and I'll just like this is a Cintiq. So I'm actually like I don't know if you can tell, but if I move this, maybe I'll show you real quick. So this is like my Cintiq. So right here, I'm like actually using it as my as my little art thing. So I will digitally use this after I scan to do my inking. I also have a iPad, but of course it's small. But yeah, you could also use an iPad. Sorry, now I gotta fix this. So I use both. So I use a Cintiq, which I bought myself after one of my Kickstarters years ago when I did the second Kickstarter, I think I did, and I had enough money to buy a Cintiq. So yeah, so I use the Cintiq to do the digital coloring and inking. Sometimes what I'll do though is I'll use the iPad to do the rough like sketches and stuff because it's like movable and I can like take it places. It's kind of fun to just like take it somewhere and like play with it, you know, and like just really do a lot of like practice sketches and stuff like that. So thank you again. I really appreciate you doing the super chat. We have that available for people, and you are a freaking gold star today in my freaking book. In my book, you are the best. Okay, let's see here. Okay, we're gonna. Okay, so yeah, so I'll but if I pull this out, and this is actually I can do this pretty quickly. If I could do this quickly like this, I can really go pretty quick, and it'll allow me to ink just on top of this. And so, like, as you work on your comic, you're gonna realize this takes like a lot of freaking work. And so, one of the cool things is the ability to just like go quicker. Anything you can do to save time is like critical, right? So, yeah, I'm just trying to save some freaking time and see like, okay, well, will this work better, or you know? So tell us a little bit about your comic yourself, since you're. Are you still here? Did you? Looks like everyone left. Ah, oh, bummer. So we might have lost Alex, but you know what? He's a great freaking guy. He gave me $5. I freaking appreciate that like a mofo. But if he ever comes back, I want to hear about his comic and what he's up to, because I think that would be rad. Oh, he's here still. Oh, great. It showed that like no one was here, so I was like, I was by myself. So tell us, since you're here, tell us where you're from. What are you working on? What's your scoop? Give it to us. Lay it down on us. Preach it to us here a little bit, so we can be excited about it. Okay, that one's done. Next page. Otherwise, I'll just listen to the Cramps or whatever this is. Okay, we're back up top. We're gonna see if I can pull this off here. Okay, this is page 22. Okay, what is up with my internet? My internet's killing me. What? You live in Oxnard? I got 2 roommates. Comic is kind of an epic magic realism story. It's non-linear in history. Dude, I'm in Ventura, bro. I didn't know you're in freaking Oxnard. Well, dude, that's pretty freaking cool, man. You should we should connect sometime for real. Show me your thing or whatever. Yeah, I love fantasy stuff, dude. Yeah. I'm in Ventura. I'm just down the road, so that would be kind of cool. I'd be down with that. Okay, what do we got going on here? Now the next page, let's see here, is what? No, I'm in Ventura, California. Yeah, dude, I know. I might even know you somehow. We might have crossed paths. Yeah, I used to go to sets, and I went to Hypno back when Hypno was around, and I know the guys over at Arsenal, Tim and Paul and those guys, and yeah, I've been here for about 15 years. I went to John's back when John was in Oxnard. Uh, I think he's the one that bought in Hypno to make it in game, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's the way that worked out. Yeah, we should once we all get our vaccine. I'm getting my vaccine here pretty soon, but it'd be nice to kind of like chat comics or whatever sometime. It's always kind of fun to do. Yeah, yeah, meet up at a comic shop. That'd be kind of cool. I haven't been to I honestly haven't been inside a shop in forever. It's been a while. Um, okay. Let's see here. I'm trying to figure out this. Yeah. Oh yeah. The John's Comics in Oxnard. Yeah. I think it was called John's, something like that. Yeah, it was a while back. When he was closing, I went there and I like bought a bunch of stuff because he was getting rid of it all. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy some comics. Okay. Now, the only problem with working small like this, Alex, is I got to figure out what the hell am I doing, and I don't remember. Sometimes I lose my ability to translate this. Let me see here. Let me make sure. I know I drew some little sketches. Oh yeah. This is gonna get a little funky here. Let me see. Yeah, I'm not happy about this thing I got. Let me think about this. Um, Let me do the bottom here. Oh, it looks a little funky. Okay, we'll have to work that out. Yeah, it's a total small world. It's kind of crazy that you live here in Oxnard. It's like I don't think I've ever met anyone local here on YouTube. And then so he's coming in like this. Yeah. So we got Kai, the hero, chasing this villain assassin guy that just killed one of the heads of the families in the village, and so he's gonna go after him. This is our big fighting moment. So we'll get some fisticuffs here. Okay. We got some more people watching. Welcome to the channel. We're doing just basically breaking out the comic book panel layouts using a very large piece of sketch paper, 18 by 24, which is much larger than the standard comic. But we're kind of trying something a little different here, just to see if this makes it kind of cooler or not. We don't know. So we're experimenting. And we'll do some evil eyebrows on him now. He's like... I want to show you these weird panels I've been experimenting with regarding Sandman. Rereading Sandman got me. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I love Sandman. Yeah, you should email me, Alex. That'd be nice. I have my email. Well, it's on my Patreon page. If you don't have to go to there, you can also go to the Art of Comics page right there. If you hit like about or something like that, I think it has my email. So you can email. It's at Gmail. It'll be there. You can email me if you want to show it to me that way. And we can chit chat there. I'm actually helping a couple other patrons. There's one viewer of the channel here that like is hired me to do some lessons, and so I'm kind of like doing some editing for them and kind of going over some art stuff, which is cool. And then I have another guy, a viewer of the channel, who reached out to me for him to like get some advice on dialogue stuff. So I'm more than happy to help. Depending on how much work it is, some stuff, I could just do it for free, but some things might cost a few bucks just for the time. But yeah, reach out to me and we can chit chat. Okay. He got the blade out. He's got the blade out. He's gonna kick some ass. Okay. And then I need to move this shoulder probably this way. I don't know what I'm doing. Sometimes I know what I'm doing, sometimes I don't. I'm just like, sometimes I just kind of wing it. But yeah, I love Sandman, dude. Show me that Sandman stuff. I'm all about that. Okay. That works. That actually kind of works on fun. Maybe I should sharpen my pencil a little bit. Let me sharpen it with this little guy here. I'm down to just right in general. Yeah, cool. Okay, I'm using the old knife, old school kind of knife. Okay. Okay. That worked out. Okay, pencil sharp. Okay, we got these panels pretty much worked out. I mean, it's not the best. Okay, I got to do this one though, and I'm not really. I don't like the idea I had, so I got to get past it though, because I got other stuff I have to do. Let me do these top ones. I'm gonna procrastinate just slightly, a little bit more. Welcome to my life, procrastination. Okay. Let's see here. So for this panel, according to my little map here, what do we got? Oh yeah, I remember this. We got the little villain. Actually, that's a little too much. Might be a little too much. Ground. We don't need to make it too much money. Where's my eraser? Don't tell me aboradora. Darn it. What did I do with it? Okay. let's get rid of this here. So how did you find this channel, Alex? You did YouTube just pop it up for you? I'm curious. Let me see. My battery is running out. Let me go charge my thing real quick. Hang on. I had a panel layout the shape of an Ankh. Oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah. It's really fun to do, you know, when you have some kind of a image that you can kind of center everything around. I do like that. I do think that's kind of fun. Okay. Let me just move this right there. Okay. What do we got now? I'm doing... I also feel like I can draw better when I've been drawing for a couple hours. So like 1 or 2 hours into this, I always feel like I'm starting to like get the groove, you know? And that's just like, I think that's a lot. That's why I always try to start off with some practice stuff or like warm up stuff. It's not always the case. No, we need to. Hang on. Right when I said that, let me just redo this whole thing. Oh my God, your video got made to by Madman. I was scripting a video in the comic or drawing. Oh, cool. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, you got it by Madman is amazing. Yeah. I'm glad you liked that one. Yeah, Madman was pretty impressive. I got a lot of those at a shop down in LA. I think I got them at either Pulp Fiction or Spiro's Heroes, one of those shops. Okay. Okay, let's just rework this here. We want... Yeah, that's a little better. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. I just found out. Hang on. Let me read what you're saying. I think I was subscribed because of your video on a comic or a drawing tip video. Oh my God, you're the one that got me to buy Madman. I just found out why I've subscribed. Your video got me stoked on Madman. Cool. Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, well, good. Unfortunately, I don't get money for that. I should be hired by Dark Horse or whoever, helping them market their books. It's stuff I love, you know what I mean? And that's what it comes down to. It's like, it's stuff that I really love. So it's like, I'm all about sharing the love, man. How are we going to do the lighting on this? Oh yeah, we're going to do backlit. We're gonna have all this like. Yeah, something like that. It's like a claw hand thing. I think we're gonna do there. That'd be kind of fun. Okay, that's cool. That's better. It's a little better. Maybe we'll put some. Yeah. Okay. Okay, he's got some kind of like tattoos, right? I think we did have some like tattoos going in here. Okay, we'll deal with that in a little bit. Let's see here. What's next? Next panel. Oh, these guys looking up at him. Okay, this music I've got it's got to go. It's not working for me anymore. Okay, let's change it up. Let's change up the music. I need my tunes. My mom used to always call it the tunes. You gotta have your tunes to do your jamming. Okay. Bop, 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 bop. What I'm gonna listen to. I'll listen to tons of Frank Sinatra today, which is kind of different. Sorry. This is important to me. It's like, what do you listen to when you draw? It's important. It's important. Let's go to this. Let's try this. Don't know if this is gonna work. Give it a shot. Music is unspoken ingredient. Oh yeah, dude. Right? Don't you agree with that? Yeah, it's got to be. If I don't have good music, it sucks. Now, sometimes I will watch shows, but it can never be like a show that I need to pay attention to. It's got to be like something stupid or something I've watched before. Like I'll watch Star Trek or something like that. But I feel honestly, I'm more in the quote unquote zone if I'm listening to music than if I'm watching like Star Trek or something like that. That's just like. That's just my like. Let's see here. Let me. Something like that. Yeah. Oh yeah. Totally agree. Yeah, I'm not happy with those feet. It's not working right anymore. I gotta switch those. I kind of like them at first, but let me fix them. Because if I don't fix them, then it's just gonna make it worse. So I can't get too wild and just like not draw properly. I gotta at least put something down because when I scan this in and start inking, I don't want to like be cursing that my crappy drawings is making it more difficult. So the whole idea is to make this at least intelligible so that I can go to the next step without having to redo it all, right? You want to make your roughs good enough to actually work off of. Otherwise, you're just not going to work out. I'm sharpening my pencil right now. Okay. Damn microphone. Sorry about that. Okay. So let's. I don't mind the torso twist here, but let me. It might just be better doing something like this. Okay. Maybe it should go like this. There we go. Maybe something like that. Okay. We'll play with this some more. Okay. Okay. Oh, we're over an hour. We're doing actually pretty good. I feel like we're actually kicking some ass here. Okay. Now here's this thing that I just do not like. Kind of like that. I kind of like that little hand right there. That kind of turned out cool. Okay. Oh, I know what we need to do. We need to have him go like this, and then have him be pulling out the knife. So we'll do. So he's kind of like grabbing this. Yeah, there we go. What is I'm listening to now? I'm listening to Bruno Mars and who else? I don't know. Huh. Okay. I usually listen to hip hop. That's like what I do. I listen to like when I'm doing artwork. Okay. Okay. That'll be kind of cool. He's pulling this knife from his back. Now we gotta let's see if we can. How do we want to do the back leg so we can? I kind of want to show him like he's like coming at him, you know? Something like that. Okay. So I think you got the idea. Now, what I can do, Silk Sonic. I don't know who that is. Is that a band, Silk Sonic? What I could do here is I gotta have to tilt this a little bit digitally. So we might just keep it like this. It's coming out a little. I might want to tilt it, come like that, but I think that'll work. I think this will work. Yeah. Get these loose belts. Okay. Okay. That's kind of fun. Okay. That's cool for now. That'll work. And I think when I ink it, it'll look pretty badass. Okay. Now this though is a big freaking mess because I wanna. Let me just play with this for a second. I don't know. This is, you know what I should do actually. Let me be smart here for a second. And let me just play with something here. Let me get my let me get this other piece of paper. And let me just kind of organize this. I think what I'll do is we'll work out this panel, and then we're probably going to be done for the night. Anderson Paak and Britta Mall, 6 on. Oh, no, this song is called "Leave the Door Open." I don't know it, but it's pretty good. It's like R&B. Bruno Mars. Bruno Mars has some couple good songs. I do like his stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna just do this. He's coming out like this. And I want to I want to. There we go. Now I think we're getting it. There we go. I think we're getting it now. And then we don't have to, we could do this. Like that's a gun actually. Okay, I think we're feeling it now. That works out. And then I'll just do this here, and so it'll be this and this together. Yeah, that'll work. In fact, I might even just do this. What if I just not even redraw this, just keep this, because I kind of like it. Maybe I will. Let me just keep going here. I don't have his costume figured out yet, so I gotta put a little bit of effort on that, on this. Let me, maybe I should put like some hair or some like a saber tooth thing around his shoulders. Do something like that. Now, let me will that work? I think that'll work. I mean, this is going to cut this off, right? So it's going to cut some of this off, but I think that'll work. I think. I mean, we'll just have to play with it, but yeah, I think that'll work. Maybe I'll pull that out just a little bit more just to show that. Yeah. Maybe I'll put this other leg there. Yeah, that might help a little bit. Yeah. Okay. That'll work. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We'll have to play with this some more though. Okay. So I think we're gonna end it today, or end it tonight, because it's what is it? Oh, what song is this? Cardi B. Gotta play some Cardi B. Cardi B is so ratchet, but I have to admit I do like whoever's producing her. I do like the beats. I gotta give that up. So there you go. We're gonna end on Cardi B. Okay, so we did a couple pages. Actually, not as many as I had hoped. But we're on page 23. I might do a little bit more before I go to bed, but I figured hour and a half or so video is good enough for you guys. Thanks a lot for watching. Hey, Alex, you're the best brother. Appreciate you giving me a little bit of the little dinero. That helps out. Email me. Let's get in touch. Let's, meet somewhere sometime. And, yeah. We'll just I'll end with a... Thanks for watching. Thanks, brother. Have a good one. Good night, everybody. Take care.